We're told that 44 units have been destroyed, and you can clearly see the destruction here, leaving over 100 people with no belongings and no place to call home. Yeah, so I'm outside the Pay Center right now where they're hosting the calling hours for Deputy Charles Riley, who was shot and killed last week by a suspect while working on the job. As you can see behind me, they've got his old unit from when he worked in Iberville Parish, filled with flowers and notes and people just coming to show their support from all over the community. There's law enforcement from all over the state, first responders, and as you can see, even an NYPD hat on his unit. They came to show their support. We spoke with the chief deputy, and he said that this was the first time this has ever happened, and they are absolutely devastated. This building behind me on Florida Street is set to become Baton Rouge's newest immigration office. There's only 3 in the state right now: New Orleans, Oakdale, and Gina. This is set to be the 4th. I talked to an immigration lawyer, and he said this is going to help the community out a ton and really expedite those backlogged cases. An inmate escaped early this morning right here on Highway 190 in Irwinville. He was being transported by this van right behind me when he somehow escaped and ran off into the woods. Police have been here all day looking for him, but are having no luck. The government has officially shut down as of early Wednesday morning. We're told it's because Republicans and Democrats couldn't agree on a spending bill. This is going to cause a lot of government services to be shut down. The last time we had a shutdown was back in 2018 for just over 30 days. I spoke with some lawmakers here at the state capitol about how this is going to affect the state government and what they think will happen next. Now that festival season has arrived here in Northeast Ohio, police are taking extra measures to make sure you and your family stay safe. The chief of Gates Mills Police Department says on busy nights, which are Fridays and Saturdays, they'll have around 10 police officers on staff. Tonight, the mayor of Brook Park is hosting a special planning commission meeting to present their new rezoning application, which outlines what they do and do not want to see around the potential new Brown Stadium. Truancy has been an ongoing problem here in Baton Rouge, but EBR School District is trying to change that. Leaders met today at C-Tech to talk about problems, solutions, and how they can increase school attendance. These piles of wood behind me were once homes for sharecroppers who worked here on the Mulberry Grove farm in Ascension Parish. The owner of the farm tore them down for insurance reasons, even though they're nationally historic sites. Many people in the community are outraged. I spoke to one woman who said she had family that was born and raised here.
You're doing good.
A mother gave birth on the side of the highway in Pepper Pike on Tuesday morning. The woman and her husband were on I-271 northbound rushing to Hillcrest Hospital when they realized they weren't going to make it. The dad pulled over and called for help, and when the Pepper Pike Police and Fire Department arrived on the scene, Lieutenant David Tapp said they could already see the baby's head.
We knew we didn't have time to transport her to the hospital, so we decided we were going to induce labor and have her there.
The fire crew delivered the baby while the police directed traffic and assisted in any way they could.
Lieutenant Tapp says he can check delivering a baby off of his list, as this is the first time he's ever had to do this in his 30-plus years on the job.
We clamped the cord and we cut the cord. We got the baby, we stimulated the baby a little bit. He was breathing, but we couldn't really get him to cry or move around a little bit, so at that decision we decided to take the baby right straight to the hospital. We left Mom there with the Beechwood squad to be transported afterwards.
The dad rode along with the crew and was finally put at ease when his baby boy started to cry.
She was supposed to be induced the following day, so it was kind of a shock for him. He was more in shock and a little bit nervous, but once the baby started crying in the back of the squad with us, he was very relieved and couldn't be more thankful to us. So.
Lieutenant Tapp says both the mother and child are healthy and that he hopes to reunite with them soon. For now, in Pepper Pike, I'm Erin Delahunty, 19 News.
It's been a month since the oil explosion here in Roseland, and many local businesses are still closed. I spoke to the owner of Lala's, and she says she's unsure if they'll open before Christmas. The explosion at Smitty's burned for 2 weeks before being put out. As a result, locals like Leisha, the owner of Lala's gift and thrift store, are still feeling the lingering effects. Leisha says that despite efforts to restore her building, it's still not the same as it was.
It's not like something I could describe. You just see black stuff. You can see where the grass is still black, and we a month later down the road, the grass is still black. I haven't gotten the grass cut at all. But I did try to get it pressure washed, and we still stuck with the black everywhere.
Leisha says the main reason she's keeping her business closed is because the stench of oil makes her feel sick to her stomach.
I don't know if y'all can smell it, but it's very loud to me.
She says she has been staying out of town and doesn't plan to come back until the smell goes away. However, she doesn't think she'd get much business if she reopened right now anyway.
I'm used to seeing hundreds of cars pass down this highway. And now, I don't think that even 50 cars, 25 cars, maybe 10 cars, is really no cars on the highway. It looks like a ghost town.
Leisha hopes that Roseland can return to normal soon so that both her and her business can come back to town. For now in Roseland, I'm Erin Delahunty, WBRZ News 2.